Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? 53 is the mic. Come on. Check, 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 check. Deuce.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. He's going to run again. Space to maneuver at the 40. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they called the field general.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Come on, set. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Come on, D. Slam. 66, pull it, half. 53 is the mic, 53, check 53. Silver. Ready, go.
And an alley to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. Zoom. 53, Mike. Check pass. Hey, alert 3.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. This time Jackson will throw it. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And they'll get this down to the 10. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Check 53's Mike. You got nothing today. You got nothing. No. You.
On second and 11 now. Jackson, he's going to find his tight end Boyle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Here we go. Set. Hey, no. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
He can run for it, and he will. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
Jim. Come on.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
Wait, that line 20, 72. Check smooth. Check 48. Come on. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you, Rip.
In his own end zone, it's Brady. He's got Lacoste as tight end. And they finally get him down at the other 46. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield.
72.
Now Brady. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 39 yards there, a big one. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
Second and goal from the 1. Devlin will try to power it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Kill.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown. 75 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4th. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Brady gives to Michelle, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that will be incomplete. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Brady. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And where the time has expired on the first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
53, Mike 53. Wild Bill.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
53, check 53. I know he ain't got it.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson to Boyle here over the middle. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Ready. 53 is the mic. Man, I got you.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 4th down.
Mike 53, Mike. Nice, sweetheart. That's it. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53.
4th down. Here's Jackson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down in the hands of the wrong team.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Check out, hot.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Brady into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Ready. Check 53. And watch that, and watch the ball. Hold on. Motion. Check.
After the interception, here's Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Set, ready. 10, let's go. Number 53, Mike 53. I got one.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Check. Lucky.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yardage on 1st and 2nd down.
Tucker's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
That's it, baby. We got work.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Hey, dude. 48, Mike. I'm going to run you over. 48, Mark. 48.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. 53's the mic. 53's the mic. Hey, let's go, Lamar. Rush in. Whip. Go. Watch the whip. Check three.
From the gun, Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the Patriots' 23-yard line.
Now Jackson. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here we go, D. Showing up, showing up. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, they go.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On second and 12, Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
Let's go. Mike, 53.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's second and long. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Michelle. And some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is
accelerating, and off he goes. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big-time run there by Sony Michel. Give him 52 yards on the ground. Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On second down, Michel. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Brady now on third and goal. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 14-yard touchdown. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's first and 10. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Patrick Chung, got a hand in, knocked it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Number 53, Mike 53. Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together. Watch that, watch that, watch that. Check 53. Hey, check, check. Check 53.
On second down, Ingram. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day.
Here's Jackson on third and long. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was the veteran Devin McCourty who got a hand in there to break that one up.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Let's go. Let's go. Here we go.
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Back to the running game. It's Ingram. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Hey, I got one. Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Well, they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 24 yards. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here.
Watch out. Check. 6 guard. Check 6 guard. Check. Big Ed. Shoot.
They'll look to run with Ingram, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Ravens have retaken the lead. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and then converted a second time for 6 points.
Check 24. Alert flare.
And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On the ground is Michel, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Hey, team 6.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Patriots 14.
Wait, 20!
3 buzz.
On 2nd down, Michel. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, orbit.
48.
Now Brady. And Brady intercepted a third time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Here we go. Come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. 53 is the mic. 53.
He's got the first down here inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
First play of the drive, excellent run, just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
Check nine, check nine. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Come on, D. 53's the Mike. 53, check 53. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Now this time he'll look to throw. This one complete to Ingram. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
First down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Ready. 53. Mom, try. 55. 55. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Got him in. It's gone. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Set. 53. Crunch time, defense. Back. Cover. Shift.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts.
Let's go, baby.
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Check 53, Mike. Watch the call. 61. Next up. Right. Check 49. 53.
They'll run here with Ingram. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line.
Stop short of the goal line.
Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his second touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
I don't think you got it, son. Watch 36.
Hey, I 7.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's out to his running back, Michelle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From just shy of midfield, Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll run with Michelle. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They're running it. It's Michelle. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. On play action, now Brady. They'll roll him out right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now it's Jackson dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw, buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Hey! Slam! Check! Check 26! Check 26! Tighten up!
Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Check 53's Mike!
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Safety creep! Undercross!
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Mike, 53, Mike.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. But now it'll be 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Go. We got double up. He's coming. Double up. Squeeze. He's coming. Double up. Tight dog.
Here's Jackson to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Check. Check. Kill. Go. Kill. Check the backer. Shit.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he's going to go down again. Jamie Collins. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Under 10. 10. Switch.
Check it, reload. Hey, check it.
Now Brady. Chris Wormley in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Yeah. Life. My color bright, I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase the balloons. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase the balloons. Now what I do? Lace up.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Wait, that wide, 80!
Sony Michel, his first carry. He finds an opening past the 40. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, 75 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their 25-yard line. They find some open field here. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Here we go.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Brings up second and goal at the 11-yard line.
This time Jackson will throw it, and it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now third and goal.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
Check 53's Mike.
On 4th down, Jackson. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them, and they took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Watch the
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
From midfield now, here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
They run. It's Mark Ingram, and they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
A 7-yard loss.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
53 is the Mike. I got you, punk. Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Jackson now. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 13-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Patriots' 10-yard line.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. From 10 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agreed totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, 76 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Jackson on first down. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Drop. We got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. All day, dog. Go.
To throw is Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing is Jackson. And he's got Snead. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check three. Shot.
This is Ingram. Dante Hightower on the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's third down. The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
You ain't doing nothing today.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
He may try and run for this. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. He's got a first down and more inside the 30, and all the way down to the 25-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Mike, 53. 53.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Check it out, Reed. Let's box. Right. All day, every day, any day.
Jackson. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 26 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. but at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens 34. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check. Cross.
On the ground, Michelle. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry?
It's caught inside the 25. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Get him.
Now Jackson on 1st down, being chased out left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So that'll back him up 5.
Watch the whip. Let's go. The mic. 53 is the mic. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Watch the screen.
And Jackson throwing once more. Flush to his right. He'll run it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Check 3. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Let's go, D. Stay at home.
Here's Jackson. And Thomas has it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Jackson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Ingram. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Mike, number 53. Mike, it's a party now. It's a party now. 53 is the mic. 53. Check 53.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. Y'all playing the wrong football.
2nd and 5 now. Jackson got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 25-yard line. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right, safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become
under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. It's John Simon with a sack. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Pretty sizable gain of 8 that time on the keeper, but now it's 4th down. Now Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And again, it's Ingram. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
They'll try and run. Ingram. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 3-yard touchdown run. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
And, Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that set up everything in the end result, the short touchdown run. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Push him back. Push him back. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. Crash. Safe.
Hey, PG3, win now. Hey, exit.
Mike 48. I'm coming for you, son. I'm
Check it.
Check 48's the Mike. Check 48's the Mike. You rush. Check 43.
They'll run it. This is Michelle. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Wait, 20. Hey, 66.
On second down now, Michelle. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
48's the Mike. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
72.
48's Mike.
Hey, Alabama.
Brady. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he can be a big-time playmaker for us.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
57. Mike, 57. Blue down. Switch.
Go Bandit. Hey, go 66.
Brady to throw for it on fourth down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So that one will be accepted. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Hey, box truck.
Check 48's the Mike. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Hey, watch it.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
48 for Mike.
Oh, you got 10? That's
Here we go with Michelle. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, 35 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Folk connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would.
And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They'll get 34 yards there.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Jackson. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Jackson throwing on target to Brown. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
It's our time. Take 4. 53. Mike. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
Jackson will throw again. And that's off the mark, incomplete. There was the veteran Devin McCourty. You got a hand in there to break that one up.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Again, Jackson. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Tucker's kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
29, Alpha. Smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense. Sugar.
Again, it's Michelle. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Check 15.
On the ground, this is Michelle, and it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Watch the run. They're running it. Go. 53. 53. Mike.
I got him.
Here's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
He's crashing. 53. Check 53. In the face.
Now Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Ingram. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Get this. Hey, watch that. Check. Mike 54. Here we go. Mike 54. 54. Army, Army. Army, Army.
Here's Jackson throwing on 4th down. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Wait, set. 380.
48 right now. Let's go. Good track. Good track.
Wait, 28.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michelle. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I'll tell you what, it has not been with a whole lot of frequency over the last couple of decades or so that teams have come into New England and escaped with a victory, but that's what happened here.
It almost doesn't feel real, does it?
We've seen it so few times.
That actually happened, right? We saw it. They came out of there with a win. And on the other side, in that locker room, you know what they're saying? We didn't really lose. Time just ran out on us. That's the attitude they have because they don't see it happen very often, not even sure how to handle it.
And you see some stunned faces heading for the exits here in New England. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.